This video looks at using the Magic Wand tool and selections and feathering within Photoshop. So if we just zoom in to the area we want to work with, so we're going to make these boots into a cutout. So I'm just going to magnify them so that they take up the screen. I'm going to go to the Magic Wand tool, which is the fourth tool down. I'm going to set the tolerance to start off with to 10 pixels. So if I make a selection, you can see that it selected a series of tones. Okay, so if I change this to 50 now, I want to add to the selection, so I'm going to hold shift. So you can see that it's selected a bigger area. What's happening is that it's looking at either 10 grades of tone or 50 grades of tone. So the bigger the number, the larger range of tones that it'll select. So when you want a quick way of making selections, then the Magic Wand tool is a useful way of selecting areas of a kind of a flat colour or tones that match each other. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to select the rest of the Wellington boots. So the way we're going to do that is we will use the I think we'll use the Magic Lasso tool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hold shift. If I hold shift, you'll see the way that there's a little plus sign that appears. That means that we can add to our original selection. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line that's close to the edge of the boot, and what this tool does is that it works in a similar way to the lasso or the Magic Wand tool, because what it's doing is that it's looking for the edge of the selection. It's looking for the contrast. So you can see the way that it's found that edge for us automatically. Okay. It's not perfect though, so there might be areas that we want to add to manually. So for instance, I could try the let's go for the polygonal lasso. This one's a little bit like join the dots. So if I hold shift again, you'll see that we've got the plus sign. So that means that I can click an area, and if I double click to close it, oops, there we go, you can see that it's added to the selection. Okay, if I accidentally select too much, then if I want to subtract from a selection, then I can hold the Alt key down. If I hold the Alt key down, you can see that it becomes a minus. No, I didn't need to zoom out, I'll just zoom back in. Okay, so we've got this extra area here. So I'm going to hold the Alt key down, and we can take that out. In fact, while I'm at it, I think I'll just add a little bit more to that boot. I think I'll take this extra area out as well. No, that's added. So I need to hold the Alt key. There we go. So that's going down there. Right, so zoom out, Command 0. Okay, and zoom back in so we can see that area. Now, one of the things to look at is that to start off with, as we've used the magic lasso or the polygonal lasso, or if we just wanted a basic selection, the basic lasso tool, then the feather would be set to 0. Okay. What we want to do now is we want to set this to 20 pixels, and we're just going to select an area round the bottom of the boots. Okay, so I'm going to hold shift so you can see that we have the plus sign, and then I'm just going to select an area round the soil. Okay, so this has been feathered to 20 pixels. We'll see what that does in a second. So at the moment it's the boots that are selected, but what I want to do is I want to subtract the background. So to select the background, I can go select, inverse. Okay, now if I zoom out, you'll see that we have a dotted line around the whole image. That means that rather than the boots, we've got the background selected. So I can press backspace or delete depending on Mac or PC. I can press Command D to deselect, and what we can do now is we can zoom in and we can see what's happened to the boots. Okay, so where we had the feather set to 0, we've got a sharp edge, and where we've got the feather set to 20, we've got the selection so it feathers out. Okay, so if you want to do cutouts, then that's a good way of doing it.